We first learned of Damon Runyon shortly after I lost my son to cancer. And we decided to establish a foundation. One of the things that Jake had said, my son Jake had said to me, one of his last wishes was that his savings be donated to cancer research because he didn't want other kids to have to go through what he went through. So we wanted to establish a foundation, but we knew we didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what we didn't know. And so we spent a lot of time talking with people about how you do this and how you do this successfully. And people at Memorial Sloan Kettering directed us to Damon Runyon. And they said, if you want to understand how to run a foundation effectively, talk to the people over there. Innovation is hard to find. Innovation is risky. And Damon Runyon just has this knack or this process or whatever magic it is that they do to find the best of the best. The recipient of our award, when I read his submission and some of his personal background, I read about how he was touched by visiting the Jimmy Clinic at Dana-Farber Cancer Research Foundation and how he was touched by the children who he saw there, and that affected some of the decisions that he made about his career. And so that made me feel really good that not only was this person a brilliant scientist, but this was a human being who was thinking about the lives that he could save or thinking about the children's lives who he could impact through the research that he was doing. So that made me feel really good about this individual. And then I think after we gave him the award, I remember announcing his name and looking out of the corner of my eye to see, because I knew where he was sitting, and I saw him, and I saw the look on his face, and he was totally surprised and totally genuine in, I think, his gratitude for this award. And so between the excellent science and his kind of personal story for himself, that the combination of that was very powerful.
Receiving the Damon Runyon Foundation Fellowship is a grant that's very professionally rewarding, but receiving the Jake Wetchler Award is something that's very personally rewarding, to hear the story behind it and hear how someone's life can be affected by such a aggressive cancer. It gives us so much more incentive to work towards a cure.
I have to say, losing a child to cancer is pretty much the worst thing that can happen in your life. And when that happens, you try to do things to honor the memory of your child and things that he would be proud of. And I think that Jake would be proud of what we're doing with Damon Runyon. I think he would think Damon Runyon was a really cool organization. And I think he would just feel like all of this was the right thing to do.